We'll see what she looks like. This will tell us if we measured everything correctly. It's a new day in the shop. We're working on the original Landon truck. Motor's in it. It's an automatic now. He's got the automatic column put in it. The automatic brake pedal down there is put in it. Fixed the dash, got the right shift pattern stuff in it. Now, he doesn't want a flatbed on it anymore. He wants a real truck, right?
Yeah.
We're defarmering this thing. The flatbed is coming off the truck today, and we're gonna put a short bed step side on it. Gonna cut the frame off and just put the other frame on it. So way easier than moving stuff, so that's the plan. I'll go out and show you the other bed right now, show you what we're doing. Here it is. We're putting that on it. We gotta get this kid's truck running, so we're working. Land's gaining, he's under pulling bed bolts. And then we got to take a little bit of wiring off the back, and I think the bed will come right off of there at that point. And then we can start figuring out where to cut the frame, so we'll keep you up to date. All right, Land's got her all unbolted. He's rigging the bed up now. I'm gonna go grab the Mini and we'll pick this bed up off of here, and then we can get serious, cutting this thing in half and turning it into a short bed. She's rigged up, we're gonna try it. There it is. Now we've just got to take and figure out where in here to cut this frame. So the other frame's not as tall as this one. This is a 1-ton frame. So we'll cut it down, over, and shape it up like that. And then we'll cut that piece out of it and bend this bottom right up to the frame so it has a nice little slope look to it like it's supposed to be there. Well, at least that's what I want to do. We'll see if we can make that happen. All right, I got this figured out. I'm gonna cut that, that, and that. And then the other frame should slide right in here. And then I'm probably gonna cut a wedge out of this and bend that up to tie it right in smooth. So I'm gonna fire plasma cutter up, get this frame cut off, get the other one in here, have this thing setting on itself today. We are ready to do this. I'll cut the top and the bottom first and then cut the sides and drop it off. All right, she is cut in half. Land would be here, but he's out delivering some Christmas presents because it's Christmas Eve. We're about done for the day. Wanted to get more done, but we didn't get there. Hopefully we'll have this truck at least splice back together. Maybe the other one cut in half and have a set in here before we start doing family stuff. So he'll get back. I'll have him help me get that other truck off of there, and we'll do some measure taping and get her setting on here. So I think she's free. She's free. Oh, that's not too heavy. That's about more than one guy can deal with. Maybe waiting for Landon to come. Well, it's off. I think that's gonna work. I'll get this all ground up and we'll wait for Landon. All right, Land made it back. Hello. We're gonna get this out of here and we'll get the other truck cut in half and wedged in here. Bye-bye. We're gonna have to put the camera down because me and Landon are gonna lift this bed up and take it off of here. All right, we made some measurements. We wrote them on the frame, so we have them basically in between here, cab mount, and there. It should be the same once we get it in. So we'll cut it off and go deal with it. Inside. Got it. Now if it's just it fits. We'll see. Get a little momentum going. A little bump. Oh. Right in the mud. Alright, now just need to spin it around. You may want to pump the tires up, that probably would help. Alright, fair enough. Alright, let's spin a donut here. Way easier with air tires. Close-ish right there. Yeah. That'll work. It's a short bed.
Yeah, it's a squatted short bed.
Do it, I'll clamp something across the top of it so it's... That's good. You'll have yourself a South Carolina truck. Squatted. Whistling Diesel come shred this sucker, man. Kids are all gone. It's Christmas Eve. We're probably about done for the night, but truck's sitting in here. Got it all butted up. It's not perfect, but I got my measurements. Right now we're at 18 right there. So I gotta cut this frame off a little more, get it all squared up, but I can do that, and then we should be able to butt it up tight, weld this thing in, and have a short bed. So this is what I was showing you here. So I'll take and pie cut this, and then bend it right up and weld it. It'll have a good angle there, so should be pretty good.
Okay, we got to bring it forward.
Someone didn't compensate for that.
I have to cut the bottoms off a little bit.
Yeah, basically an inch.
There's your marker.
This thing's already got more horsepower now. Look at that. 3 horses. Line up.
Side's got to go forward just a little. Okay.
Right there.
14 3/4.
We're good then.
She's the same.
Yeah, she's the same. We can start welding it together. Should be good to go.
It does look way shorter.
Well, that's because it's 2 feet shorter. All right, this is the setup we got. That's holding it straight. A little bit of a gap. Not a big deal. We'll start welding. Me and Landon have been slaving on this thing today. She's a short bed. I got to put a frame plate on the outside. I got to tie the inside of the frame together. We got a little stuff left to do, but it's Christmas Eve. We're done for the day. We'll go have a shower, watch some Christmas Vacation,
and eat some ribs.
Till Monday. We'll start back on this then. So we were not done. They want to see what this looks like. So all these boys are gonna set this thing on here. We'll see what she looks like. This will tell us if we measured everything correctly.
Yeah.
What do you know?
It looks pretty cool.
It's gotta go that way. No.
She's a short bed.
Oh, she's squatted.
Definitely a squatted truck, Land. Whistling Diesel's coming for you.
Dang it! I want to see this thing get short.
Looks like we got her pretty close to right, so
It looks pretty good.
yeah. We'll just finish it up later. We just got the mail. Well, Grandma went and got the mail today, and Grady sent us a Christmas present. They have our names on them, so I'm assuming this one's mine. Oh, look at that. It's a mug with my whole family on it. Thank you.
That's awesome.
T. Bison, or Bazan, or I'm not sure how to say your name, sorry. He sent us some old oil filters and fuel filter and some lug nuts. I mean, they're old, but they're still new. We'll use them. Thank you very much. Oh, bubble wrap's getting tougher. I'm getting weaker. That's pretty cool.
Oh wow, that is awesome.
Sean Parson
That's
made this
that's
for us.
really awesome.
So thank you. Thank you very much. Ron is hooking us up. Ron must have been a wildland firefighter once. That's pretty cool.
That is cool.
These are used, but got lots of life left. Mine are used as well.
Yeah, that one needs to go in the trash. It's got
Yeah.
holes all over it.
After our fire in the tow truck the other day, it kind of got a little worn, but last time I had a brand new one of these, I think I was 18.
Yeah, that's
Cool. Thank you very much.
What's the
All right, it's a new day in the shop. We're back on this truck. Today's goals, we're gonna try to get the back end all tidied up on it. So we gotta put a shackle reverse kit on the back of it, and then put his 14 bolt under it. Get the shocks all hooked up, brakes hooked up, so we can build drive line. We'll get cranking on it. We need the brake line taken off right here, and then pull the bottom bolt out of that shackle down there and we'll start cutting rivets off. I'll get the plasma cutter after it because we just got to flip those over. So. Alright, I forgot to tell you guys, we're recycling parts today. These, if you'll remember way back, these came off the tow truck. Get another pry bar and we'll just stick it down in there.
Work it in.
There it is. Oh, there was another weld. Got him. We cut all this stuff off, knew we were going to save it and use it on something. Landon's the lucky winner. Put that bolt in and then we'll deal with it. Some chopping and get this receiver hitched. They just welded the receiver to the bottom of the frame, which is a no-no. So we'll cut it out and we'll put it in the right way so it's functional and good. We don't need this one, remember yours is going up in it. We just got to take this off the frame, and then we'll put yours down the frame. Alright, I got all the big welds knocked off. Land's going to hit it with a flap disc or a grinder and clean it up, and then we can bolt these shackles on it. So I just, the frame rails were different, so I just notched this one, laid it down in. We're going to weld that sucker in now, and then we'll go ahead and build the plate, put on the outside of it. She ain't going nowhere. Sweet, let's let it down. Okay, you need to get some bolts and washers. Bolt all 4 of those down. And then we'll get serious and weld the rest of it on. Alright, she's kind of resting on her own right now. How's she ride? Oh, mint. His old truck, his old springs were just super arched to get the lift. This gives us our 4-inch lift that we need, so it's gonna ride way better.
It will. It won't ride like a covered wagon.
Well, you still may need a horse to pull you around. We haven't got it running yet.
Yeah.
Let me give you a hint. Put your gun on the inside.
Oh. Might work better.
We're gonna gut the rear end out of this thing now and get a 14 bolt sticking under or stuck under it. So go for it, Land.
Sounds tight.
In the future, break them all loose before you take them out, and then they won't rattle. Nailed it. Bust that other one loose. Roll on. Perfect. Okay, you need to unbolt the shocks, get them off, because we got to cut the perches off and move them. I got to cut the pads off, and we got to slide them back out and bolt them back in. This truck was a dually, and dualies have a narrower frame. Like, these are actually not as wide on it. So we had to cut the perches and move them. Now we're going to cut them back off and move them to where they were so we can bolt them back on. So 3/4, get your shocks off, and then we can do it. Hiya. That would be tightening it. Lift up on that side, you'll get it. Never doubted you for a second. Oh. All right, grinder it up. Oh. Let's grab those little things back there. Where's the other one? Let the old trucker down. What? Okay, that one's where it needs to be. Let me get this other one. And then we'll put the U-bolts on it. We can square it up. All right, let it down a little more. All right, that's good. Okay, now we just gotta bolt those U-bolts onto it. Let me get an air blower, we'll blow that off. You ready to have your truck running again?
Yeah.
It's gonna be good. All right, we're gonna cut a few more rivets off and get ready to move some stuff. I gotta move this brake up here a little bit. So I'll cut those 2 rivets. I'm gonna cut this out of the way and move it. And then I'm gonna cut these ones out because we're putting a fuel tank in the back. So we'll start hacking rivets. Well, Lando's truck's coming along. We're brake lining right now. Get the brakes all plumbed back in. She's there. All right, I think we're on to fuel tank. Let's go get the parts we need. They're on the old frame off of the tow truck, actually. I saved the back half because I needed these mounts for your truck, so. I dig it, man.
It's a little stiffer with those shocks.
Oh yeah, shocks do their job. All right, up the door. All right, these guys brought this frame section in. It's got the pieces we need on it, plus the little tab we need for the shock. They're bringing the skid plate right now that holds the fuel tank up in. So they'll get that stuff. We'll let this door back down and go to welding some more. That's the piece we were after. All right, so this has got my shock mount that we need. Landon will take that out. This is what we were really after. These are the fuel tank mounts. So we'll take these out of the frame, put them in there, and we can put a Suburban tank under this thing. Here, I'll run this, you run that.
Ready?
I did. I totally wasn't. Try it again. Ooh, I was ready and you weren't. We got to grinder this and weld a washer on it. Weld a washer on the inside, grinder it, put the bolt in. Let's make this thing a little home here. Looking like it's home. Now we'll weld it in. Okay, that's a big old ball of weld. She ain't going nowhere. When that cools down, we'll put your shock on. Which brings me to our next task.
Cutting those out.
Oh, right in my ear canal. Dang, she's out. Got it. All right, we can unhook that and get that outside. All right, now we just got a little grinding and we'll put these things back in here. Put your tank in it.
Yep.
Easy one's out. Now I gotta get this one out, but I'm gonna push those out, I think. Gonna make life easier. All right, shocks are all welded in. All we got left is get this tank mounted. So my unreliable parts guy ordered the wrong tank. Now I ordered a Suburban tank and I needed a Blazer tank. So that's where we're at. But what we are gonna do is slap this bed back on here and get it squared up and setting on here right. We're gonna lift this bed up onto there. Woo! Where'd those bolts go? Let's square this old bed up.
They're right there.
Okay. Let's see that. And okay. Now we gotta kink the bed back. It got twisted. Ought to be fun, right?
Yeah, should be.
Without bending it. How close are we? 1, 2, 3. Oh yeah, she went.
That went. Where's the bolt? How you stuff that?
Over there, put them in the front. How's that look?
still looks like it's over a little bit on our side.
It does a little, doesn't it? We'll work it. Fairly level. There you go. Now take that bolt and put it back here. There we go. She's built. I wish it was built. We still got tons of work to do. All right, Land, we got a lot done on your truck. That's it's setting on its own right now at ride height. The bed is on it. So we're winning. If I'd have ordered the right fuel tank, we'd have had fuel in it. Once we get fuel in it, the motor runs. So that's what we're after. When the fuel tank shows up, we'll jump back on this, get the fuel tank in it, drive lines in it, finish the exhaust, and here it run. Till next time, thanks for watching.